Now, I began last night's show with the news that nearly half of Metro's 500 train operators have expired safety certifications. Do we think those are important? I guess they must be, because operators won't be allowed back in their driver's seats until they renew them. Consequently, Metro wants you to know that there's going to be delays on your morning commutes. Now, if they were keeping it 100, they would tell you that all your commutes are going to be delayed, but we know it's that morning one that's the most important. But like I said yesterday, you know how mad I would be if I was late to work because a bunch of drivers ignored their work emails? And you know they got them. They just marked them as red, climbed their lack of safety certification having selves into their trains, and headed on down the line towards the land of, hey, whatever happens, happens. Let me say this again. This is a bad look for the drivers, but it's an even worse look for management. And Montgomery County State Rep Mark Corman agrees with me. He tweeted, "There are no more adjectives left to describe the mismanagement of WMATA. Having to remove your own operators because of a failure to have them recertify as required demonstrates an inability to undertake even basic functions." Now, I can think of one adjective, Mark. My mother used it frequently when I didn't do what I was supposed to do. I didn't handle my homework and I didn't do my work assignments. Trifling. Trifling. That's what she went with. I've got a couple more that I can't say on television, but let me be late trying to get somewhere because of a delay. You best believe I'm going to be saying all of them while I'm standing at that Metro stop. And by the way, you know who else agrees with me? Metro's executive board, who last night announced their acceptance of the immediate resignations of their two top officials. That is General Manager Paul Wiedefeld and Chief Operating Officer Joseph Leader. Or should I say Joseph Follower out the door. Ayo! Now, for those who don't know Wiedefeld, who according to the Washington Post came in with a goal of safety over service, was hired in 2015 to right the ship after a series of incidents culminating with a train filling up with smoke, which I'm sure is something drivers learn how to handle, I don't know, in safety certification class. And by the way, for the record, he did try and improve the safety, authorizing track repairs and equipment replacement, but it doesn't look like he's done anything about the culture of trifling over there. Do they offer classes on how not to be trifling? Because I know some people who need to sign up. Now, he was actually set to retire this summer, but I'm guessing he started typing up his resignation letter as soon as that driver report hit his desk. You know what? It was probably delivered by singing telegram. Delivery from Mr. Paul J. Wiedefeld. You about to lose your job. You about to lose your job. And everybody got out and started dancing. He did the side to side. Lose your job. They did the remix. Lose your job. And then people started coming on. They had like a whole chorus line. Lose your job. There's people from New Orleans that had a second line band come in. You know what? Good. The work life of a good portion of the DMV flows through the Metro. Putting aside for a moment the pandemic, track repairs, and a derailment, drivers not having the necessary safety papers is just unacceptable. And of all the problems, arguably the most avoidable. And the fact that they weren't done calls for an immediate change. And I would also like to say good luck to the people who have to right this ship. Now, when are we going to talk about these buses? All right, just before